What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back on this Sunday morning, probably for a lot of people. And there are some updates. Obviously, the title of the show is Alexandro Lecce, question mark. But there's a big update on SAMARDZIC. There's some news on BREMER, VLAHOVIC, and Sule as well. But the initial topic is going to be Alexandro because the stat I'm going to read out is it's not actually surprising, but when you put him into context, it's a bit weird. It's a bit crazy, and yeah, like that's what it is now at this club. But before we get into it, like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit that bell notification, but especially smash that like button. Let's get to at least 75 likes on this video. Should be easy, so hit that like button. I did my preview yesterday, so you can rewatch that. But tomorrow morning, I will also drop my video looking into Udinese because we play Udinese obviously tomorrow. But that's all for tomorrow. So yeah, let's get straight into the Alexandro Legend debate. Okay, so is Alexandro a legend? Question mark. I will read out the stat first because he's expected to start tomorrow against Udinese. But even if he doesn't start, the stat is still there. Udinese will be a historic match for Alexandro, reaching 320 appearances, tying Trezeguet as a second foreign player with the most appearances in Juve's history. Netfed holds a record with 327. So he could tie Trezeguet and he could easily top Netfed and be the number one on that list. Context really matters. First of all, with Alexandro, when people say, "Oh, you hate Rabiot, you hate him," I don't hate a single player. You know, there's a difference between rating and hating. I don't hate a player, and I definitely do not hate Alexandro because he's a good guy. You know, ever since like ever since he joined the club, can anyone recall a moment where he was a problem off the pitch or anything regarding that? No, he's a very reserved guy. He's very calm. You know, we don't hear a beep out of it. We was when he wanted to go Chelsea and we told him no, but we're gonna give you a new deal. Did anyone hear any rumblings from agents and all that drama? No, there was not a beep out of it, you know. So I do respect him for that. You know, I really do because you don't see that often, especially not with Brazilians playing for Juve. Like, especially not that, but just in general, you know, just players in general at any club basically. If Chelsea is there and you really want to go, but the club says no, you get some bad blood. Excuse me, you get some leaks to the media and whatever. Nothing. He accepted it. He signed that new deal, and we moved on. Now that's the personal part because he's a good guy. You know, he is. Like, I never had an issue with him. I think nobody had an issue with him off the field because when you look at certain players, you're like, oh man, you're good, but like you're a headache off the pitch. Like, it's always something. That's not him. So, top guy, obviously. When he first joined the club, unbelievable. Like, actually, I remember we were in. Now, actually, we were in for Siqueira from Atletico Madrid, and we were very close at one point to signing Siqueira because Porto were asking too much money for us at the time. I think we paid, let's say, 30 million for Alexandro. For Siqueira, it was something around 18 plus bonus. It would be 20, and it was very close until Marotta and Co decided, you know what, we're gonna splash that money for Alexandro, and actually, it was a good deal because Siqueira was not good. I like after the links, I have no idea what happened to him, by the way. Um, but it was a good deal. And at one point, he was one of the top, you know, left backs in Europe. He was. It was unbelievable. And then he took a big dive. You know, there was an injury, but just he took a big dive. Was it all on him? No, because we played him every single time, you know, and 90, like we played him a lot, you know, even through pain, and it didn't help him, you know, and his level just dropped. However, the drop off was scary. It's scary, you know, because the level he reached at the top was so good that we were all saying he's a top player in Europe, like all of us, even outside of Europe. To go to, man, you're actually not good enough to play for us anymore in a very short time frame is crazy. It is crazy. And again, not all on him, but also a lot on him because individual performances are also on you if it extends into multiple seasons under different coaches as well. The last couple of seasons haven't been good. They've been really poor, and I think his legacy would have been better. And even for us, for fans, we would have looked at him with more fond memories if he just left earlier. If we said, now it's done, just move, because he could still gotta move, to a big club. He would. He had that status, and we didn't do that, and we hold on way too long on Alexandro, and I think that caused the bad blood between fans and club and player, basically, to a point where it's becoming slatter. I don't rate him anymore. I've not rated him even last season or the season before because it's not good. He costs us a lot in certain games. He had some good moments here and there, but like that's just normal. Even the worst players will have good moments here and there. We know that. But just in this case, in general, he stayed too long. The drop off was there, and maybe he needed a new scenery. He needed something new to revive his career. That didn't happen, and it turned into this. So for me, is he a legend? No, obviously. Because people think Dybala is a legend. In my legend club, I have a handful of players. So that's how I view it. Buffon, Del Piero, those are legends for me. So the tier beyond that is, Dybala and all those guys, I guess. But in general, I don't think he's a legend for me. I don't see it. Him being a legend of the club, I just don't see it. But these are the numbers. These are the facts. He's getting there, and you know what? It's gonna be written in history, in the books. But we know kind of the context beyond that as well. Because for me, Trezeguet, Nedved, those are a level above. Because from minute one until the last day they were there, I rated those players. I did. So it's different. But we move on. That's Alexandro. Let's move on to the SAMARDZIC update, because Balzaretti, who played for us, by the way, who's now the sporting director of Udinese, spoke to Tuttosport saying that Juve are in the mix for SAMARDZIC and we have excellent relationships with him. He said, we don't know what Juve is going to do in the summer. His dad also will be at the stadium tomorrow, and Tuttosport is suggesting that, talks will kick off with SAMARDZIC's dad, because that's what we want in the summer. We want to bring in SAMARDZIC. I'm going to go out on a limb. I think 75% of the fan base would take SAMARDZIC. Will he be... You know what it is? Okay, I will say this, because when we talk about SAMARDZIC on this channel, you have comments saying, oh, but you think he is the finished article and he's going to improve us immediately. No, I never said that. I don't think that as well. However, we are not in a... How do you want to say that? In a moment, the moment we are in, the situation we're in, we will struggle to bring in players that are ready-made. The only way you're going to do that is crazy. Toni Kroos is like, yeah, I'm done with Real Madrid. Real Madrid is like, tank, we move on, and you somehow convince them. Then you have ready-made. Other than that, we're not in that situation as a club. So you are going to go for those players. Will he add something to the team we lack? 100% yes. Now, I'm not even considering Alcaraz, because I think everybody has a feeling he's not going to stay with us just because of the fee, and maybe because we haven't seen anything from him now. Just forget about Alcaraz for a second. He would help us. He would definitely help us if we switch up formation. I think that is also a key. He is a quote-unquote easy target. He's available. He's very open to join us. He was close to Napoli and kind of blew everything off because we came in for it. Doesn't mean it's done. Things change really quickly, especially in this situation, because it's changed 3 times now. Inter, Napoli, then Juve. But he would help us. He would help us. Every time I watch him play, I'm like, you can play and you can grow a lot. But that's also key. The situation needs to be better in terms of the way we play. If you plug him in a 3-5-2, the way we play, he's going to look very meaty. He's not going to look like he's not really going to improve prove us, in my opinion, you know. But the idea, I think, or the belief is that we're going to move on from formation next season and we're going to switch it up. I think everybody has that feeling. So will it happen? We will see. We will see if it will happen. However, I think everybody has quote unquote high hopes that he could potentially be one of the players coming in this summer. So that was very interesting because Balzaretti was very open about it, you know, saying, yeah, they're in for him, you know. We knew it from Di Marzio and all those things. Romeo Banao is like real, you know, sporting director of the club. You want to sign the player is basically saying they're in for him. So that's that, but that's something to obviously monitor in the summer. Then the Vlahovic update from Corriere dello Sport saying there will be new contacts with Vlahovic's agent, but parties remain apart on how to distribute the salary, which is said to be 12 million euros. No doors are closed. In fact, in Torino, they are seeking the right formula to avoid losing the player for free in 2 years. 12 million euro is insane. You know, it's insane. Like Arrivabene, you know, Cherubini, yeah, that's insane for any player playing for Juve. 12 million euros. Like that's very obvious, and you need to find a solution for that. And it's not going to be easy because you cannot say, oh, just give up half of your money, because nobody will do that. Not me, not you. Like, let's be completely honest, nobody would do that. So the solution is going to need to be very creative. It's going to be probably be a 3-year extension, and, you know, part of it will probably be a signing bonus, or if you stay for 3 years, you'll get, like, it will be something like that. You know, if you will be sold for an amount of price, we'll pay you. Like, it will need to be something very creative to get that 12 million euro down. It really does. And that will not be done overnight. So that's a thing I can deal with if you deal with it even at the start of next season, you know, at the end of the summer. Like, there are more priorities, like the Chiesa situation, for one. That's, for me, a priority. That needs to be clarified even before the Euros. Like, actually, even before the season, but especially before the Euros, because you need to know, what are we going to do post-Euro? Are we going to sign him? Are we not going to sign him? So that's going to be very key. But this is not a very easy situation to figure out. It doesn't, because 12 million euro is insane. You know, that's as simple as that. Now, another player is Bremer. This from Calcio Mercato saying that United are very interested in signing Bremer in the summer. Giuntoli made his intention very clear with the contract extension. Offers that will be taken into consideration need to reach close to 100 million. You know, if Man U want him, you paid 80 for Maguire, that's the fee, I guess. And if somebody offers 100 million euros, I think the club will be, like, I love Bremer, but the club is going to take that, obviously. However, I think the club will even consider 75 in the summer, because we need to make a sale. If it's not Chiesa, like, one player will need to be sold for quote unquote big money. I don't think it can be Bremer, because if you look at that back line, I don't trust them to replace them, because to replace Bremer, I think you need to switch up everything. You need to sign 2 or 3 players. But if you look at that back line with Danilo, Diallo, we don't know, Rugani, name the guys, it sounds like a cash, like, it sounds like something insane to lose Bremer in the summer, you know. So keep an open mind in terms of the offer is big, the club will consider it. But I don't, like, I'm going to say no, even to 80 million, me personally, because I struggle to see how the club is going to fix that solution. Find a solution to fix that situation. You know, Bremer gone, what now? I really do, and that's my biggest fear. So let's see what it will be. But offers for Bremer, Vlahovic, Chiesa, Sule, they will come in the summer, and the club will take them into serious consideration. Just be prepared for that. You know, it's going to be that type of summer, I believe. But that's it for me. Like the video. What did I say? 75 likes. Should be easy. Go watch the preview, or tomorrow the step video on Udinese, and then obviously tomorrow the post-game Udinese with the reaction, ratings, all that stuff, and then build up again to the next game, I guess. Thanks for watching, and see you. Ciao.